Peace be upon you, followers of the channel. Did you know? It's human nature to search and discover the origin of things, and despite scientists' daily discoveries, there are still many things whose reasons we do not yet know, and among these things are the following. 7th, what could happen if someone fell into a black hole? You might think that he would die, but it's actually interesting, and I'll explain why. The black hole wasn't named that for nothing. Its immense gravity swallows everything around it, including light. That's why we can't see what's inside it, and we can't predict what could happen if someone were to fall into it. The intense gravity of a black hole can also control time, not just light. This means that what happens in the area of a black hole in 1 second is equal to what happens on Earth over millions of years, and this is completely normal. If you compare the gravity of Earth to the gravity of Mars, you'll find a big difference. The same thing happens with time. Time on our planet is different from time on Mars, and it's also different from time in the area of a black hole. So the closer you get to the area of a black hole, the faster time passes for you. And this is the latest that science has reached, but we still don't know yet what will happen to the person or the thing that falls into this hole. 6th, you might go to the doctor complaining of stomach pain, and this doctor gives you a treatment that soothes your stomach. But then you discover that what you took wasn't actually medicine, but something that looks like medicine, yet contains no active ingredient. In an experiment conducted by scientists at the University of Michigan, a group of patients was given an effective medicine to treat what they were feeling, while others were given a placebo, also known as a sugar pill. The scientists saw patients recover after receiving the placebo, but the reason for their recovery remains unknown and unexplained. 5th, cows tend to face east. It might sound strange, but it's true. If you observe cows closely, you'll find that they eat, drink, sleep, and walk facing east. Whether these cows are in America, Europe, Asia, or Africa, you'll notice that they always move in this way. But until now, there is no scientific explanation for this. Some scientists attribute it to gravity, but scientists have not agreed on this reason yet. 4th, contagious yawning. Surely you've experienced this at least once in your life. Someone yawns in front of you, and you find yourself yawning right after them. And if you don't, you'll still have an inner urge pushing you to yawn. What's interesting about this is that contagious yawning doesn't just spread from one person to another. Sometimes, a person yawns just from reading something about yawning or seeing pictures of people yawning. This video might even make you catch a yawn right now without you realizing it. So, what's the secret behind why this happens to us? Believe it or not, science still hasn't figured out the reason behind contagious yawning. 3rd, did you know that we are more likely to get cancer than animals? Of course, you know that cancer is when some healthy cells in the body change and grow uncontrollably until they become aggressive and malignant. But recently, scientists discovered that we are more likely to get cancer than some other animals, like whales and elephants, but the reason for this is still unknown. Secondly, we all know how magnets work, and that they have 2 poles, a north pole and a south pole. But what amazes scientists is how a magnet keeps its properties even after being cut. That is, if you take a magnet and split it in half, you'll find that each half becomes independent and turns into a magnet with its own north and south poles as well. First and last, purring in animals, in case you haven't heard this term before, is that strange sound that cats make. And cats aren't the only ones that make this sound. Lions and leopards purr as well. Purring is considered a part of how these animals communicate. Sometimes they use it to express happiness, hunger, or even depression, but it's still not known exactly how these animals produce this sound. There is a theory that says it comes from the larynx, and another that says it comes from the mouth, but science still hasn't found an explanation for it yet. If you enjoyed this video from our channel Hal Talam, don't forget to like and subscribe. All rights reserved to Hal Talam channel.